Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on a team looking for its first win, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores offense will start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing the defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Wow, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football. And they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do. And they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to win.
Inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Tagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Over the middle. It's Clinton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slithers into space. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
There's some pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Hand off from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hester.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I've played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. A chance to sort of get the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gators will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Balls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And here comes the heat, and they get 21.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously said he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way today.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the minutes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Gator. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Handoff to the lone back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up. It just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hester. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Looking for a gap. It's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, he'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Given 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to play.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Connection to the right. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Out of the shotgun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Hines on the move. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Going to the run, it's Abrams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put wide. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Shakes off the defender. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Plows through the defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock.
Got some room under the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense trying to stand tall on fourth and goal from into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character, right?
There we go. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically...
They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's